Hey guys, welcome back to Resin Mess Express. I'm going to have a quick video for you today. Something so simple. I got these from Into Resin. They are ring molds. They're a water ripple. See if you can see in there. There's 3 different sizes. When I got them, it didn't say what sizes they were. But anyway, we are going to use Blue Raz, which all these came from Laura's Art Corner as samples. This is Blue Raz. It's a fine, medium, chunky blend, which is absolutely stunning. Then we have Glass Bits in purple and gold. And then I'm going to use this gorgeous Tinseltown, which is like mirror reflective, and I see some clear over here. So yeah, I thought what a great way to use these and these. So let's get started. I have my resin mixed up. I mixed up way too much, which I knew I would. Always do. But I do have a mold over here, just in case. Well, not just in case, because I have extras. It's a little bird mold. So we will get that filled up. Alright, let me divide this. It's not going to take very much at all. So I'm just using these little cups right here. Okay. Make sure I'm not going to use the glue because it's a ring. There's not that much space for it to drop anyway, so it won't matter if it drops. You know what I mean? I mean, there's, I don't know, what was that? Maybe a half an inch, possibly. Okay. Let me get this open. Get some put in there. Whoa. Alright. I'm just going to drop some into our resin. I don't want it too thick because I want to be able to flow. So there's a Blue Raz. Then we'll do our Glass Bits. I don't know if this actually has a name or it's just called Glass Bits. I'm not sure. Not sure. Put a couple little spoonfuls in there. Let's do one more. Okay. Now for the gorgeous Tinseltown. This would be beautiful in a Christmas project of some sort, actually. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Which I have used it in one thing, but I can't remember what that one thing was now. I think I'm going to just pour it all in there. I don't have that much left. So, yeah. I don't know if I can get the rest of that little bits out or not. The static is keeping it in there. Alright, I guess that's about as good as I can do on that one. Alright, let's get these mixed up. I am going to spray down in our little ring mold. I don't like to spray into resins. So I can't think. Lord have mercy. I don't like to spray into resins molds because I don't want to mess them up. Because as you guys know, if you've ever purchased one or looked them up, they're not cheap. Okay, but they are great quality molds for sure. Speaking of, I have an order coming. They had come out with a new mystery bag, a bigger one. I think it was like 62 for 5 handmade mystery molds, but it said that they had listened to the people, that they had wished that there had been bigger molds in their mystery box or mystery bag before, which I agree. It was cute what they sent, but so I used Michelle's, because I'm not an affiliate. I used Michelle's at Glitz and Glitter discount code, so I got it for $50, and it has been shipped, so I can't wait to get it. Okay. I'm just going to hold it up, spritzy spritz, kind of push it back just to make sure it's getting down in there. And on their website, Into Resin, it says that these are not for beginners, and I don't know why. Why wouldn't they be for beginners? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to try to hold up so you can see here. I'm just going to let it flow down in there. Like that. And I'm going to stop. And I'm going to bend it back just to make sure. Got some over pour there. Hold on. Get that off there. Bend it, push it, smoosh it, just to make sure there's no bubbles and it all gets in there. Okay, where is my... I don't want that. Try that one. I'm just going to kind of clean this up a little bit around the edges. Make sure. It's kind of hard to tell how full it is. Let me scrape off this real quick just so I can kind of see where I'm at. You know, I don't know if anybody else has done this on YouTube. If anybody's done a video on it. I haven't personally seen it. You might have. I don't know. Be kind of cool to see what they did with their rings, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't run across any yet, but that doesn't mean they're not out there. Does not mean a thing. Okay, now I'm going to, which we will probably have to dome these once they are cured up. Which I figured we'd probably have a little bit of cleanup after. Because they are tiny. Just like with any other tiny mold. Okay. I think that one's good right there. Moving on to our next. I'm going to stir this up again because it has sunk a little bit. So just kind of get it in there so it flows out. Okay. Let me go ahead and just, I don't know if it's going to come out or not. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, we may get just a clear. Alright. I'm going to stop right there. Let me try to spoon some of that down in there. Because I do want the glass bits to show. I don't want them all to... I don't want all to be clear. Okay, get that in there. Come on now. Move out of my way. As I put my finger right down in there. Nice. Okay, let me get another paper towel. That one's got stuff on it. Okay. I'm just going to scoot it back into there. Just making sure all of it's in there. Get some more of that. See there, yeah, there's no glass bits in that part there. So let me scoot this, or scoot it, yeah. Clean that out a little bit, and then I'm going to try to get some of this out. Put it back in here and scoop up some of the bits so I can get them down in there. That's what I want right there. So pretty. I hope this looks good in the water ripple. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't. Okay, let me make sure that's down in there. No bubbles. One nice thing, you could even probably use UV resin on these too. I have never tried it. I don't know what that would be like. How easy. I'm sure it'd be fine because it's definitely clear enough that the light would penetrate. So yeah, I would think you could even do it UV resin. Okay, let me spritz this, kind of clean off the top so I can see where I'm at. Go around the edge. Okay. Looks like it needs just a wee bit more on top. That one looks okay. I'm just going to go around and push it in there. Okay. Let me just kind of dribble it in there. Just so it's kind of domed. Because it's not very fun to dome after. It's easy to do. You just pop some UV resin on there and dome it. Alright, so there's that one. Scoot that back there. I'm trying to decide if that's over pour. No, it doesn't look like it. That must be the width of the ring. I kind of wish it had put, or they had put sizes on there. You know, but it is what it is. Okay, on to our last one. Let me get that cleaned off. I got a mess going on already. Surprise, not. Okay, now for you. Let me spritz you again. You probably evaporated. I want to clean off that center there just to make sure I didn't drop any resin on it from the other one. Okay, trying to see if you guys could see. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, it's in that. Oh, this is so pretty, so pretty. Okay, this will make a beautiful ring to wear at Christmas. Not a bad idea. Okay. I'm trying to hold it back. It's slickery. Oh, my word. Okay. Let me stop right there for a second. Get this out. I think I'm just going to use this tip of this tool here and try to get some of it in there, like so. Yeah, I'm making a mess. That's okay. I'll clean it up. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Clean that off. And then I'm just going to kind of scooch it in there. Go around. Pushing it toward the round part. Okay, let me stop with that. Yeah, they're not real easy to get down in there because they're so tiny. But, oh, they're going to be oh so pretty. Oh, so pretty. I was talking to my son this morning, and I'm like, you know, kiddo, I do not know what to create today. He said, well, Mom, he said, do you have any ring molds? And I thought for a minute, I'm like, you know what? I do. I do have some. He's like, there you go. You're welcome. I tried to talk him into staying on here and doing one with me. He's like, nah. All right. Whatever. Both my boys come up with some amazing ideas when it comes to resin, but yeah. Anyway. Okay. My oldest is 38. My youngest is 33? Yeah, he'll be 34 in March. And then I have a grandson that's 13. We just went and watched him play his, which is sad, his last little, oh shoot, what's it called? Little League game. He'll be in the bigger boys next year. His Little League days are over. I don't know where time went. But anyway, yeah, my granddaughter, she's 3. She'll be 4 in February. But I was very young when I had my oldest son. I was 18, so Anyway, okay, I'm just making sure that I have all this cleaned off the best that I can. All right, I think we are good there. Let me spritz real quick. Each one of them again. I want to go back and check and make sure that I don't see any bubbles or anything like that. I'm just making sure it's all... It's kind of hard to tell simply because it being so small, I don't see any bubbles in there. But yeah, I'll hold it up so you can see it. And that, I think that's going to be very pretty. Minus the alcohol on top. Blue's hard to see. Let's just use that paper towel. There's the blue one. And then the gold one. I think the gold one's very pretty. Alright guys, well, I guess we'll take the rest of this and the rest of this resin and put it in our bird, which I may still need more molds. I don't know. I'm just going to set these over here. Bring our birdie over here. And we'll just add this back into the resin we had left and just mix it all up. Why not? I know it's going to sink to his little head. I guarantee it. That's alright. Oops. Sodite. Okay, get the glitter out. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. I absolutely... And I watch, Andy at CCUK. And he had shown one day... Oops, I about got that in the bird already. I'm anxious, aren't I? Didn't even know it. He uses some of Laura's stuff from Laura's Art Corner, and he had showed that candy apple blossom. And I'm like, man, I want that so bad. Well, I went on and it was sold out. So I waited a while. Finally, it came back in stock, so I grabbed some, and it is gorgeous. I think I've used it in a previous video. I mean, it is gorgeous. Okay, guys, I may add something else to this. We may do some color of alcohol ink, maybe. Let me stir this and see what I've got. All those colors in there, that's pretty. Doesn't look half bad at all. It's almost like it tinted it pink from the stones. Excuse me. Okay, so do I want to tint it or do I want to leave it that? Can you see that prettiness? Or do I want to add... What if we add more of the blue raz? Let's do that. Let's add more of blue raz. Like I said, I'm okay. Let's just add all. If it sinks, that's okay with me. We're going to add the rest of the glass bits too. Why not? We can. Come on. Get out of there. I know you don't want to go. Too bad. Alright. Get this mixed up. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So pretty. I'm going to have to order some of that blue raz. I just love that. Okay, let me get this put in here. Alright, here we go. Oh, let me spritz down in this guy first. He's got a big long tail. I'm sure I'll have to add soapy water to him more than likely. Fill him up. Once it hits the tail, I will squeeze the tail. There it goes. Okay, let me squeeze that tail. I'm hoping, it looks like it, some of it, the glitter went in there. I was hoping so. Okay. Oh, look at that. Perfect amount with just a tinge to spare. A lot of the rocks are still in there. I'm going to add it to this leftover here that I had. I'm going to use my glitter spatula on this. We'll just add it to this mushroom, because I don't want to waste it. Hate wasting. Okay. All that yummy goodness down in there. It's going to be one colorful, glittery mushroom, I'll say that. Alright guys, well, there we have it for now. Now the waiting game. Sit back and wait. Okay, let me spritz, spritz. I'm going to set this over to the side because we're not going to be able to demold it. So yeah, we'll set that over there, let it cure up. Leave these here to cure up. Look at all those little bubbles rising to the surface. I figured they probably would with all that glitter in there. But anyway, okay guys, well, that's all the damage I can do for right now. So we shall see you back on demold. Bye for now. Guys, welcome back. This is cured up. Before I demold this, I want to show you. I knew I'd probably have to fill in with UV resin to complete the ring because it does shrink, as you know. But I wanted to show you. There we go. Get on camera there. And the side, you can see through it. I was looking to see if there were any bubbles. That's what our ring will look like when we demold it. I can't tell right now if there's any bubbles or not. That's why I was looking to see. Yeah, all those. This was the raspberry, or blue raz. It all floated to the bottom, which I knew it would. And our gold. That is so pretty. So pretty. Alright, let's get these out because I have a feeling this guy's going to be a booger. I hope I don't tear his tail off. Alright. Just going to pop it out. Still kind of, uh-oh, bendy. Bendy. And there is our ring. Well, I'm not loving it at all. Well, not loving it. Nope, doesn't fit that finger. It does fit that finger. But yeah, I'm not loving it at all. Alright, on to the pink. The dye did come off. Now that one's not too bad. The dye did come off into, let me turn this light on, hold on. See if it makes a difference. It did come off into the resin, so it did give it a pink tint. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not, ooh, that's kind of tight. I don't think I'll push my boundary on that. I wear about 5.5 on this finger. All my knuckles are huge, thanks to my father. God love him. But anyway, okay. And the blue one. Let's see what this looks like. We may have to try this again a different way. I don't know. Now, that's kind of cool. That one's actually not too bad. Let's see. You know, that one fits. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should have added, well, good gravy. Maybe I should have added the glue to suspend it throughout. I don't know. But what I'm going to do with these little guys, I'm just going to take a pop of UV resin. Let me see here. Where is, hold on, let me grab something just a second. I'm going to hold on to it somehow. Okay, I'll just clip it like that. I'm going to take just a little bit of UV resin and just go right around the top here to finish creating our circle. And it's running down the side, go figure. Okay. Lunches drip onto the paper towel. That's lovely. Maybe that wasn't such a great idea. Let me just kind of go in there and clean up. Alright, I'm going to blast it real quick with the light. Hopefully I didn't just UV... Oh, we got a thing on the bottom now. Oh, I give up, boys and girls. This is not my day. Not my day. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm just doing it both sides. And that kind of rounded it out more to make it more even, so to speak. Alright, let's try this one, which is a... Okay, let's just set it on here. That'd be the smartest thing to do. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm using the Bond Crafter. And I'm just going to slowly... I'm going to stop right there, hit it with the light, so we don't have what just happened. Okay, go back around here. Start where I stopped. Right there. Started to run over. Okay. And let's see right here. Just kind of round it out. Plus it makes that side a little bit more shiny also. I will stick these under the big lamp. I'm not going to do the other one since I've done these two, but yeah, that is how I would do it. And like I said, I'm not crazy about these. I'm really not. I'm not loving it. I'm not really even liking it. The blue is not bad. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's see if I can get this little booger out here. He does have a lot of micro bubbles, and his tail is very bendy, so I'm hoping... Well, he's got a cute little head. Excuse me. Alright, let me just... Perhaps this will help not rip his tail off and slide out a little bit easier. Voila! Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. That was random. Okay. He is a cute little thing. I think he turned out better than the rings did by far. Yeah, he has a lot of micro bubbles. And partly that is because the resin was getting warm. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, that was kind of a fail. But you know what? I'm going to post fail videos. I'm not perfect at all. I will show you when I screw up. And I'll admit when I screw up. And I screwed up. Plain and simple. But anyway, I will go ahead and take pictures of these, and so you can see what they look like when they're totally cured with the UV resin, and go from there. So, yeah, we will find something to do tomorrow. I'm just not sure what yet. So, come back tomorrow and find out. Remember to be you, stay you, and you are worth it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.